All right, guys. So another cliff notes that I wanted to discuss, um, osmosis. So osmosis versus diffusion. So let's define them. Diffusion and osmosis. So let's use a simple terms, right? So diffusion, and we talk about water, right? Movement of water. Two laws, two laws. Law of diffusion and law of osmosis. Law and laws of osmosis. Diffusion is the movement of water from higher concentration gradient to lower concentration gradient, where there is nothing in between, when there is no membrane, when there is nothing in between these two compartments. Let's say you have one compartment, you have another compartment, and there's nothing in between. So it's a free movement of water from higher concentration gradient to lower concentration gradient. You can think of that if there is a room full of water and there is another room that is empty, there is nothing else. So the water will definitely go from higher concentration to lower concentration. Osmosis, on the other hand, is the movement of water against concentration gradient. And now let's look at this gradient. So it would be a lot easier to understand with this visual representation. Here's a semi-permeable membrane. There's a membrane. Everything separated by membranes. A lot of stuff separated by membranes in human body. So you see the concentration of molecules, and let's look at this molecule as again, sodium. Sodium is abundant in the human body. So these molecules, green or yellow, they represent sodium. Also on this side, also sodium. So you see at the beginning, there's a equal amount of water on both sides of a compartment. So if for some reason on this side there is accumulation of particular molecules, or you can call them solute, right? In the previous cliff notes, we defined what the solute is. The movement of water will be by the law of osmosis, meaning that will water go from low concentration gradient of this solute towards higher concentration gradient of this solute. And that's what's gonna happen. That's a resolution. So you see water moved towards where there's the highest concentration gradient of molecules. So that's why on this side of the membrane, now there's less water. So now there's more water here. How we can apply this to human body? Let's say if your diet is high in sodium, water will always follow sodium. In this case, if you are consuming a lot of sodium, your body will keep more sodium. This can lead to edema, accumulation of water in the lower extremities, in other compartments of your body, in the interstitial space, that can lead to accumulation of water, puffiness, right? Edema. Water follows sodium. So the law of osmosis, movement of water from low concentration gradient to high concentration gradient. I don't have to use this anymore, all right? So this was our cliff note for osmosis and diffusion.